Okay, so this engine here, unfortunately, the injectors that we replace in these engines are totally unavailable right now. Fortunately for us, we do have a bone pile out back that has some engines that may have failed for whatever reasons and have some usable injectors in them. So we're able to rob a few parts off of those and get these guys up and going. So the injector, this is an injector. This is what they look like. They slip in, they bolt in a little capture, and then the wire plugs in. So this whole fuel system, as we're looking at this, we have got a regulator. This is going to connect to the tank. These systems require vapor only. Even though we are running on vapor, we still get contaminants in here. So we're going to come out of the propane tank. We're going to go into the regulator. When you turn the key on, it turns this electrical solenoid valve on, allows propane to come out at 26 pounds. Tank pressure is about 150. We're going to come out of here at 26 pounds, go through this filter and into the injectors, and the injectors are fired through the ECU. So some of the things that we're looking at whenever we are trying to get these machines running is there is a filter at the base of this regulator. We don't see these clogged up a lot. This is one of them that we got out of our bone pile. There is a filter in here, we changed that. There is a inline filter here, we changed that. And then as we are investigating what the problem is with these machines, with these engines, we will disconnect this here, and we have a tool that we install in line to verify what the pressure is in this system. So as we turn the key on, we should see pressure coming through the solenoid, through the filter, and into the stream of pressure for the firing of the injectors. So this is something that we install. We turn the key on. If we get pressure there, we know that our solenoid is opening, and now we can kind of just go right into injectors. We know the injectors are getting pressure, but they're not opening up and firing. So then what we do is we go in and we change these injectors out. Now this is the whole fuel system. Injector on the left side here, and injector on the right side there. So this is all in behind this blower housing here. And so we have devised a way to get these injectors out of the engine without removing this whole blower housing. And we can put the, if you put the cover on the side of this engine and you draw a line around the outside edge, it lets you know how far you can go out here. But we notch this out a little bit here and a little bit here to allow us an 8mm socket to get in there, pull the injector assembly out, remove it, put the new one in, slip it back in, put the bolt back in. I would always advise you take a rag and put into this area here and here in case you drop a bolt. It doesn't go all the way down and stick to the flywheel. We do have a video on YouTube that shows how to do all this whole process. But like I said, we need to get the engine running to verify that we have solved the problem. We need to get the engine running so we can make sure that the batteries are charging. We need to get the engine running to check the emissions, make sure it's safe to go back on the job. We need to get the engines running so that we can get them hot, drain the oil, change the filter, change the hydraulic fluid. If that's time for that, we need to make sure we can wash these machines down, get rid of all of the crusties and the dust and the oil to make sure we've got any oil leaks fixed. And like I said, when we go through these, we find little things like on these valves that are loose, the steering system, return to center springs, debris behind the wheels that are going to eventually go in and compromise the axle seals on the hydraulic motors. So we just kind of go through the machine really quickly, get an idea of what all we need to do. And this was more than just a stop, drop, and roll type situation. Let's just stop everything we're doing and drop everything we're doing, get the guy to roll the machines in here, and then we roll them through. It was a little more to it than that. On one of the machines that they brought, it was a non-EFI, it was a carbureted engine, and they had some mechanical issues with one of the blade arms wasn't functioning properly. But when we got the machine in here, we found some more things that needed to be addressed. So we kind of did let's time out, let's get a hold of the owner, and let's buy us a little bit more time so we could really take a deep breath. Let's check these machines out and make sure when they go out to the job, they're ready to go.